Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Game Testing Unlimited. My name is Wilfred. So this game is Diablo 4. I'm at the open beta weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and it's open for everybody. So I hope you had your fun. I certainly had mine when all the internet network has been resolved, unlike the last weekend. So I'm going to play the Necromancer level 25, which is the max you can go in the in this open beta. I'm going to go to probably one of the last quests. I like it a lot. I've completed that for my sorcerer, but I foresee it will be quite difficult for my necromancers. Now, it will be a little bit of dungeon playing. I'm recording live here because I think I've done a bit of live stream. I've done a bit of edited video, but I want to just live commentate as I play the game. So I think that'll be quite fun on this particular part of the journey. So this character went up to Inarius, wanted to ask for blessing, but Inarius basically say, "Bugger off, you're not worthy, whatever." So that I like the cutscene a lot. So I'm going to put it at the end of the clip to just showcase to you some of the really nice story leading towards that. So that happened, and then now I'm back to Naril, whose mother was kind of like a sacrifice, I would say, trying to open the path to Rathma in pursuit of the Lilith knowledge. So yeah, I think the story is pretty cool. The character is kind of growing on me as time goes by. My Necromancer is a standard summoner build, which is very much the under corpse explosion. So a little bit of decompose there. A little bit of this is from the item, so let's ignore that. All these are from the item, not into core skill. Probably have to go Bone Sphere when the actual game comes live, and a little bit of corpse explosion towards the kind of increased damage to enemy that's vulnerable. Use the bone kind of prison to apply vulnerability. A little bit of buff to the skeleton warrior, which doesn't quite cut it anyway. They die really fast, especially for boss fight. Iron Maiden, as all of you has been telling me, is pretty good. I agree. And because it does give you the life back as you kill enemies. A little bit of buff to the mage also, again, doesn't seem to be really cool. But I like the mage because mage can freeze apply vulnerability. So yeah, I think I can't get it. Nothing really on this note. I don't really like Bone Spirit nor the Corpse Tendrils, so I leave it as this. Though I think I pick up this guy here. I build out a little bit of 45. Just an experiment. Maybe I want to further on it when I level up beyond 25 when this game is live. But so far it's yeah. And I put a little bit on the movement speed as well because I find the character really slow in D4. So anyhow, last but not the least, Army of the Dead, which is the ultimate, but I don't really find the kind of ultimate I think Diablo 3 is more ultimate to me when it comes to Army of the Dead. But yeah, who knows? Maybe it's just a matter of having some gear that work with it. As in all good thing Diablo. So yeah, look, this build is not going to be those super build like some of these people in YouTube do a kind of invulnerable thing that go on. Just a very standard, the standard kind of summoner build, and I picked a very standard one extra warrior. You could do other things as well, but yeah, I'm not into it. This Corporal of the Dead are very unique to the gameplay of Diablo 4. For each different class, they have some different mechanic, very much like Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor as well. All the classes have a different kind of mechanic. I think for Sorcerer, have an enchant to a particular skill as well, make it pretty awesome. Mage-wise, I like the code, and the thing is that you can make the enemy vulnerable once they are frozen. So I think that's good. Not really into Golem. Well, I'd love to have a golem, but in order to have a golem, you have to sacrifice one more button, which I do not intend to now. So now this journey probably a little bit long, so I'm going to put a time code to the boss fight, which I think is really, really nice. But yeah, just stay on for those who like to just play it out slowly. Diablo 4 is not like Diablo 3. It's a little bit slower, mob density a little bit lesser. I'm playing the veteran as well, so that may be the reason why. I think the higher difficulties have more mob density, but veteran is one level higher than the standard or the lowest one. Alright, cool. What's the plan?
I'll explain on the way.
Right, that seems rather cool. So I've been here before. I have to stay away from some of these really bad things. It may kill off your demon or your summoner. Yeah, I mean, the bone prison work two way. I mean, if you play Diablo 3, you're probably aware that the bone prison is a passive plot, but now it is basically a something that is not passive. Yeah, so you can proc it. I quite like it. I kind of like it to be able to yeah, do that kind of bone prison. I think the good thing about bone prison is that they make it vulnerable. I think vulnerable is a big thing in this game now. A bit different.
I think I know how to talk with my mother again.
So I think she's going to resurrect the mother. I mean, it is a little bit slower. A lot of just walking and talking. So that is where the mother was, and she's going to, I think, resurrect her.
The breeze coming from the Black Lake. Do you feel it? Let's hurry.
Right, she's going to resurrect the mother.
Mother, please, can you hear me?
My little magpie, it's you.
I can save you from this, Mother. I promise. I can learn how to...
Stop. I can't be saved from my own mistakes. This body is only a husk. My spirit must pass on. And you must let me go.
Mother, no. I need you.
You need to move on, magpie, without me. But I can help you one last time before I go. You have the divine blessing. Your blood is the necessary key.
Uh-oh. Ooh. It's a lot of blood.
Mira, you were so loved.
Alright, so that is a pretty emotional cutscene.
Narelle. The way is open. We have to go. But... do you think Lilith is even still here? It's been so long. I'm afraid she's won this one. Besides, I have to... take care of my mother. But it's not over yet. Not for you. Lilith was after Rosma. Find him. Learn why. I'll be back at the vault. Alright?
Okay, so Narelle is back with the mother, but although that is a rather tragic story, and now I have to go to the
How strange.
yeah, to
Somehow
find Rathma.
This place feels like home.
It feels like home to me because, well, I mean, I'm a necromancer. I think that's what she meant. I doubt other characters had the same kind of, like, conversation. Maybe, maybe not. Not quite sure.
You are the last visitor to my sanctum. Though, you come too late, just as Lilith did before you. For it was my father Inarius, who arrived here first.
This is Rathma, by the way.
It unfolded as my visions foretold. How we hurtled towards
The mobs are all 25, so it's at my level. I think I'm quite okay in my gear.
I'm not ready.
So with that, okay, he jailbreak. I mean, it's alright, this build. It's nothing flashy. Probably you've seen it in internet. Other people are doing a lot faster, maybe.
in dreams. I saw shattered images of the end of Sanctuary. The scales of a great...
Okay, I think I lost that story a little bit as I move away, unfortunately. But I think that's Rathma talking.
I need to destroy the tumors to go any further.
Okay, a bit of back and forth. Something very unique to Diablo 4. I mean, it's kind of nice, I must say. I mean, they are doing the best they can do with the 2D kind of isotomic game, I would say. So that is, again, it's been blocked, so I had to find a way. So a bit of puzzling going on. So this is a tomb, I guess. Tomb of Hatred. So I think with that, then this could be a shortcut, maybe. I have a shield as well. Oh no. Alright. So your famous arcane. So I mean the Bone Prison is fun. I mean nothing flashy, yeah. But it helps to group the mobs and helps to make them vulnerable, which I think is where it is important. Yeah, these guys explode upon death, very much like Diablo 3.
My burden. There were others.
Okay, let's just hear a little bit of story.
Ones that couldn't understand the nature of such a thing. I knew Inarius would be driven to interfere, believing that it was about him. He saw himself as a savior, piercing hatred's heart in hell.
I think this is quite an interesting turning point of the story, because all along I thought that Lilith was the bad guy, but then when I look at Inarius, he isn't that great either. Very much like Diablo 3, I guess, you know, not all angels are good angels. And I start to think about, like, you know, maybe Inarius is not a saint either. Maybe Lilith is not, you know, the villain, you know. So, or maybe they are both villain. I'm not quite sure. So it's interesting. It does this guy charges, yeah, and he'll explode, I think, or not. Primal Ancient, not. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, this is the interesting part of the story points, whereby I'm really not sure if Inarius is really as bad as I mean, as good as I thought. I mean, all these people who are worshipping Inarius versus the people who are worshipping Lilith, maybe they are all kind of like not that great, I guess. Not quite sure. Now I'm just going to hunt for a tumor and see if I can find my way easier. Duck, this is duck. So yeah, I think something must have opened up, maybe. Let's see. So I'm very keen to see what happens later on. Okay, so this guy is the one that is probably blocking me. Can't go up there. This is also a blocker. So there's quite a number of blockers. A bit of puzzling here. So I think maybe I need to go this way around it and kind of like, yeah. Alternatively, you could also pin the map as well. If you pin the map here, pin it here maybe. Well, usually, hang on a second. No, we can't. When you're outside world, they'll have a path, so you don't need to open the map all the time. So I find it very useful, helpful. But inside a dungeon, I don't think they allow that. Or maybe they are not that smart yet. I don't know. Yeah, because if you look at the map-wise, like Path of Exile is quite a good example whereby you can get a nicely transparent-ish kind of map that... ooh, wow, this is a big guy here. Let's do Army of Dead. You see, I mean, even when I do Army of Dead, it's not really that great compared to like Corpse Explosion perhaps. So yeah, like I said, I mean, it just doesn't feel that strong. The ultimate doesn't feel that the ultimate I want. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm still full health. Yep. So I used the decompose. Probably not the best skill.
So I locked the gates to hell. It was only a matter of time before Honorius would discover what I'd done and come demanding the key.
Yeah, I was just saying that I used decompose because it kind of like helped me generate corpse for my corpse explosion. I mean, if your DPS is high enough, probably you don't need that. But then, you know, I found that perhaps it's quite helpful. Yeah, a bit of fortify as well. I see a little bit of fortify. It's not a lot. When I leave some corpse, and that is where the fortify comes in the picture. Alright, so that is when the
Oh, you refuse to give me the key. You stand in the way of a savior. The holy blood in your veins should be boiling.
Nothing you do will change the future I saw.
I create my own destiny. And this prophecy of yours is just a small part of it.
yeah.
It is wider, beyond comprehension of ungrateful spawns like yourself.
Alright, so yeah, I mean that is really the kind of turning points that I was referring to.
All you must understand is once I am victorious in hell, the high heavens will welcome me home, where I belong.
He's arrogant, that's for sure.
I wish it would be true, Father.
Maybe the question is why would, I mean, if you go back to the very initial part of the cutscene, right, or the trailer, why would Rathma resurrected Lilith? Maybe that is the question. I mean, it doesn't seem like Rathma is the bad guy either. Looking at this, I have no idea really. Maybe they see something that we don't.
I'm being followed.
And how does it connect back to Diablo 3 story? You know, where it ends with Tyrael and the Nephilim that is holding the that has been in a Trism, the new Trism, right? So how does it all gel back? No idea. I mean, would there be a resolution to that? I hope so. I mean, at one, I don't see it yet, but there must be a reason why Rathma went ahead. Okay, this is a boss time.
There's nothing but death and mourning. How fitting it shall be your grave.
Oh, this is yet another mistake I made. Is that I shouldn't have just stay here inside. I have to make sure I've got... Okay, so now this part is fun. So stay close, and the problem is that I cannot call my skeleton back, and they're all being like, you know... Whoa. So this part of the mechanic is really, really fun. Oh no, I got hit. I got hit. So now it's the one that generate more corpse. And then I do bone armor. And let's just re-resurrect as many as I can. Probably the best oh man, boss fight that I've seen.
I'm not ready yet.
Army of the Dead. Okay. Let me generate the corpse if you can. Right. Right, so that's done. This is really, really cool. Oh, I need this armor anyway. So this is a very good story as well. It's the best story. This whole quest.
Vigo, who did this?
I have done all that was asked. The pain is gone now. This was a just punishment. A stronger man would have refused Venard's bribe. Nerel. Nerel, is she safe?
Yes, she is safe.
Oh man, heart-wrenching.
The thing is, no coincidence. I came here to help. Will you give this to her for me? I should never have taken it. It's so dark. I have repented. Do you think I was too late?
No, not too late. The light has come to carry you home. Do you not see it, friend?
Yes. Yes. I see it now. They have come.
Okay, there's an amulet as well.
Armor to prove your worth, friend.
Yeah, so just a little bit of story as well. I mean, Vigo was the one that took the bribe from Liel's mother, the little girl that you saw early on. I hope I got the name right. Liel, I don't know. And the mother was really wanted to know the knowledge, or just to know more about Lilith, and that's why, you know, she followed all the way to that place that you saw at the beginning when she opened the gateway for Rathma to cross across. I think that it was the story before. So anyway, absolutely beautiful story. I really love it, and and that boss fight was very memorable as well. A lot of very nice, like you know, seeing.
Give me the key to hell. I will not ask again.
You don't need to. I saw a vision of the key lifted from my corpse. under the watchful eyes of the great serpent in my sanctum. If you are chosen as you say, it will come to pass.
So that is interesting. Inarius knows that he has a key, but as you see later on, it's kind of confusing as well.
Where is she?
So I'm pursuing Lilith.
Is that him? Is that Rathma?
Now, so a little bit of backstory as well. At the beginning of the very beginning of the story, my character have taken the blood of Lilith, the blood petals, so she's able to see vision as from Lilith as well, because she has drank the blood of Lilith and sort of survived. So there you go. We flashback.
I don't know if you would have chosen to stand beside me in this new world, Rathma. But I would have saved your place, just the same. And now, all that you might have been has been stolen from me. Stolen. This key unlocks more than the doors of hell. It unlocks our path to the future. A future made possible because of the price you paid. Your sacrifice will not have been in vain.
Yeah, so that was a very, very touching, and the whole ending of it, because it's a roller coaster, right? The daughter resurrected the mother, only see the mother die the second time. Then it went through a sacrifice from one of the friends of the one of the friends from the camp. Then come all the way here when Lilith and witnessing her son died, Rathma, and of course she also didn't know for sure whether Rathma would have been stood by her side, But at that moment, there's a moment of motherly love there. I don't know whether you guys sense it or not. But of course, being the mistress of hatred, this gels the whole theme really well. That's the whole hatred thing going on. So on one hand, you have the mother Lilith, who's into hatred. On the other hand, you have father Inarius, who's super arrogant. And how would the story unfold? And what future does she refer to? And I mean, I just can't wait to see in this June 6th when the game is launched, to see what the story unfold, how is it going to be. I'll probably make another video on how I see the overall the beta, and I understand a lot of people have a lot of comments on what it could have been, should have been, and so far. But I will share my thought with you all, and I think I do change my mind. I wanted to put the clip earlier on my character's encounter with Inarius, but it will be really confusing after seeing the whole story develop and then go back again. But I will have another opportunity, perhaps put it in that kind of like final beta thought video, or as I live stream the game. When it go live, you guys will see it again. So thanks for tuning in. Happy to take on any comments, and let's have some constructive debate and thoughts around how the Diablo 4 working out for you or not working out for you. Alright, see you next time. Bye.